Thank you, Mayor. And good evening, council members, and Ms. Guilfoyle, Mr. All, and Mr. Konico. Nice to be here, and I had a really good sign when I got out of my car. One of our eagles flew overhead. So that means, right, good luck and success. That's exciting. I'm Mary Mackey. I live at 3027 Lakewood Drive North, which is right kind of perpendicular to Playcrest Park, up by Joy Park. And my husband and I have lived here for going on 7 years. We came out this way to take care of my mom, and she lived with us for 5 years and passed away about a year and a half ago. So now we have been in love with Maplewood, and I'd like to get more involved at this time. I have some time available to me, so that's why I'm here.
Wonderful. Well, let's get started with some of our questions then. Ms. Juneman, let's start with you.
What do you think the city's priorities should be regarding park maintenance or other improvements to our city recreational facilities?
I've tried to give it as much thought as I can with the information that I have available to me. I've been trying to pay attention for the last couple of years. And the parks in Maplewood, the preserves, and the recreational areas are just beautiful, and which is one reason why I love it in this neighborhood so much. So I believe and I feel like it's been a commitment of the City Council and the Parks Commission and the Environmental Resource Department and things that, as far as I can tell, it's a commitment to everybody who's involved to keep those places beautiful, open, accessible, clean, safe, available for the future. I know there's been some discussion on how to do that, and I would love to be part of that discussion. I think it's a priority. It literally breaks my heart when I see some of the open spaces go. They're probably private lands that people have decided to sell off, but so I'm committed to keeping those places viable for Maplewood.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Jelly.
As a Parks and Recreation Commissioner, one of the program areas the Commission is responsible for is Maplewood Community Center. Please discuss your experience with the Community Center, and are there any programs you would like to see added or eliminated?
A big weakness that I have here tonight is that I haven't had a lot of experience with the recreational center. I think it's great. I've been by it and seen how many people use it on a daily basis, and it's quite impressive. I know there's been some debate back and forth about how to maintain it, and I was here for the budget setting meeting last month, and know that there's some discussion about how much to put into it. But as far as like programs to add, I read about what's available. I read the Maplewood paper and the City Council newsletter, the little magazine that comes out every month, and so that's the extent of what I know. But I'm definitely interested in being involved in the debate on it and any information that comes up. I love to learn, like to learn more about it.
Good, thanks.
Mr. Rosbach.
Good evening, Mary.
Good evening.
Mary and I sat together in the back of the Parks Commission meeting whenever it was, and she was furiously taking notes. Could you please discuss why you believe that parks and open space are important to the quality of life for the residents in the city of Maplewood?
I can speak for myself. To me, I work in downtown Minneapolis, and I am every single day so happy to be on my way home to Maplewood. And once I get to Maplewood border, right there about Cub, I just am so glad that I live here, and those open spaces and the lakes and the parks mean so much to me. And I know that Minnesotans classically have that same feeling that we like to connect with the outdoors. We like to be active generally as a group. I don't know if it's my Scandinavian heritage or what, but I don't even mind the snow and the cold in Minnesota. But the open spaces, I believe, are really important to human beings, especially these days when we're harried and crowded and when people get into those places, out of our tiny boxes and into those spaces, we come alive again. And I know I do, and I know it's true for most of the people that I know. So I think it's important. I have grandchildren, and I have dogs, and they all just really look forward to getting out and enjoying those places.
Thank you. Mr. Nephew?
Hi. My question is, have you or a family member participated in a Parks and Recreation program offered by the city? And please discuss your experience with that program and what you liked or disliked and suggestions for improving the program.
I haven't participated in a parks program, but I've been participating in some Maplewood community programs, and I would like to see, let me clarify that. The first time last summer, I was at the fireworks display and the big celebration that we had in the park, and it was so impressive. I was really amazed, and I would love to see more of that going on. And as far as programs go, right now I'm in between. When I was taking care of my mom, we didn't get out and enjoy the activities that much, and I'm fairly new to the community activities. But like I said, I've got grandkids. They're up and coming, and I do expect to be more involved. I was at the last meeting where the capstone survey or capstone project was being presented, and they have some great ideas of how to do some more community events and activities in the parks, and what the goals should be and who should be reached, and how to do it. And so I'd be really happy to be involved in stuff like that.
Okay, thank you. And then my question should be pretty easy.
Okay, good.
It has to do with the trails. And so we'd like to hear a little bit about your experience in maybe utilizing the trails, or how you view trails, how you believe the city should proceed with either developing a network of trails or maintaining the trails we have. You mentioned accessibility, perhaps maybe address some of those issues along with the concept of the idea of trails as a network.
I know that it's been a goal for Maplewood community to have those, the greenways, I think is what they've been called, and the larger areas where, people can really enjoy, I guess, traveling, maybe is the word, in between and among the spaces that we have, and I enjoy that too. Last year, which was my first summer without my mom, my bicycle had a flat tire all summer, and then the summer was gone. My intention was to go on the trails. There's one really close to my house, the one that they're planning on expanding, and also the new trail that's going next to Hadley. I think, is it Hadley there, or is it? Well, it's still Lydia, where it changes, right by Joy Park. They've paved a way, and that's going to be a part of the bike trail, and I'm excited about that. I hated to see the trees go, honestly, but I was glad that it was going for a good cause anyway, because I do use the parks and the walkways, but I like to walk. So the trails around the lakes are nice for me. And I think, from everybody that I talk to, everybody appreciates that a lot, and I want to be part of preserving those and enhancing those and making them safe. I know that safety on those trails is a big issue, and the hours to be able to use them, and the more we promote the use, the safer it'll be. And so I'm kind of interested in thinking about those things.
Okay, very good. Now, you have your opportunity to ask questions of us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've attended a few of the meetings, the city council meetings, and I've really enjoyed myself. You guys are really a lively bunch, I have to say. And the other people who attend are really fun,
That's a nice
too.
way to put it.
It looks like
And what
every
that
week you
means,
have
as
your
a
little
result
group.
of us being a lively bunch, you've decided that you would like to join and be appointed to one of the commissions, so that probably says something good for us.
It's really true. You know, I dropped by just to see for sure what I would be getting into. And then I started going to the parks meetings too, to see if I could, honestly, to see if I could stay awake, because I get up at 4:30 or 5 in the morning and go, and go to work and work all day, and then I would come. And I have found that I've been able to stay awake because it's been really interesting and really involved. And I like that. I like that. Challenge. I like a challenge.
So now we'll hear from Sandra.
So that's been fun for me to see what you all are doing. And I have to say I'm proud of you. I am. I was really surprised, you know, I mean, after all the controversy a couple of years ago, and at the time all I knew was what I read in the papers, and I'm very impressed with the way things have evened out, and you're able to work together. And so many interesting people coming to share with you, and even on the Parks Commission, it's like that too. So many interesting things going on. So I'm excited. I hope you'll take me in. If not, I'll try again next time.
Very good. Mr. Rossbach, did you have a follow-up question?
I did. Mary, of course, your home address and whatnot is private data, and I don't want that, but it is important, I think, that we know what section of the city you live in. If you know your neighborhood's name or general, if you could describe generally what area you live in?
Yeah, I did know the neighborhood's name once, but I don't tonight. But I live
south?
you know where Playcrest Park is?
Excuse me? What part?
Playcrest Park?
Yes, yeah.
It's a rather large park with the
Yep.
playground and the tennis courts.
Yep. So in that
It's
area?
really close to that, yeah.
Okay.
It's on Lydia, as you go east, Playcrest is on the right side.
All right. Thank you.
You can, you know, it's private data, so we want to, we try to at least have people all over on the commissions, kind of spreading out in this nice geographically challenged
Oh,
city.
well, I'm spread.
So,
I'm
yeah,
way in that
that's-
way corner up there.
There you go.
Very good. Mr. Nephew?
I was just going to say what Eric basically said.
Okay, very good.
All right.
Well, thank you. And generally then, the way this proceeds is that after we have concluded with all the interviews, then that's when the council then will take it to a vote and fill the position. And there is one individual who's not able to interview this evening. So as has been the city council practice in the past, is that we wait till we've got everyone interviewed and then we proceed onward. So,
Okay.
so anyway, but
So
We'll let
probably
you-
by email
yes.
again? Okay.
That's correct.
Good. I'll look forward to it.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Have a good meeting tonight.
yeah.
I think I'm going to go home and hunker down for the rest.
With this weather, that's a good idea.